It's such a shame. Ryan, it's a shame.
The moody check and stay away. Yeah, you saw my bald head over the top, didn't you?
No, it's the fact when your camera adjusted, it kind of stopped you from being able to see the mouth because of where your name is.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Give me 1 sec as well. Oi, there you go. Thank you. Right, anyway, welcome to the Immaterial Gamers live cast. It's where a bunch of people who don't seem to or haven't learned and don't know any better proceed to do something once a week.
I've learned something. Concerned.
I'm more on the idea that we didn't learn anything.
I was meant to learn something.
I don't know. Were you?
That makes it more concerning.
Yeah, I guess it is. Anyway, I'm Ryan, and over here is the guy that cannot tear himself away from the new Pokemon game he got 48 hours ago. It's Steph.
I
Yes.
I should really stop the stream volume because I can hear you twice. I'm like, is Ryan still talking or what?
What? Well, yeah, maybe. That might be a thing. Well, we start off with some bad news of the week already. Something that broke 6 hours ago.
Yes.
Yeah. For all those who like Go
Ryan,
Power
why?
Rangers.
Why'd you?
What? Why did I have to bring it back up?
No, why did you have to do it?
Why did I have to do what? I didn't do anything.
It was you. I know it was.
It was absolutely not. It was absolutely not. Let's just bring it back. What's the actor's name again? The last time
Jordan something
Frank something or other,
Frank.
wasn't it?
What is it?
Jordan David
Jordan
Frank.
Frank? Yeah, that was it. I knew I thought his last name was Frank. I was like, I couldn't remember
It's not
his
Jordan David
second.
Frank either, is it? Maybe I got to stop writing.
I had
Jorfin.
my phone on me. I tell you, I have it on my phone.
Yeah, let's find an article that isn't from the Daily Mail. Let's try that.
He committed suicide, from what I read.
Oh Jesus! Why would you? It's looking like that.
It was early this morning. He was found.
It was just confirmed though, wasn't it? Recently, or like earlier today, his
Yeah, because it was all over Facebook, and that's when I started looking at it.
yeah. For those who
People were
don't
like,
know
"This
who
is not being confirmed yet. People need to stop it."
Jordan David Frank, I'm looking for news that is not the Daily Mail. People magazine, I guess. It'll have to be the best one because it's not the Daily freaking Mail. So, best known for playing Tommy Oliver, i.e., the Green Ranger in the original Power Rangers. Which, for those who watched the old Power Rangers when they were young enough to do so.
Hey, he also played Zordon in basically one of them. In the Power Ranger Dino series, he was the professor who gave them their morphing powers.
No, there was
Who then
only
got morphing powers himself later on in the thing.
no, there was tons and tons of Super Sentai. There was only one Power Rangers
Mighty
for me.
Morphin.
Yeah, Mighty Morphin, the original series.
And the
Which
film.
I mean, I still love how that works to this day, though, of the fact that they just use the combat from the Japanese series, and then they film all the high school American stuff. It's just like I always wondered way back when why the dubbing was weird. It's like why what they were saying didn't seem to match the Power Ranger actions, and then sort of learning how the sausage was made did they added more to it to me. People are probably just going, "Oh, didn't that ruin it? They just took all the combat scenes from this thing." I was like, "Oh, mate, the Pink Ranger
Wait,
kicked
did
it."
they? Because I really did not notice that.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, all the combat. Right. So while they were high school scenes and the out of Power Ranger suit
Mm.
fight scenes were done in America, when they suited up and they did all the Megazord kaiju stuff, it was from the
Okay.
original.
I never knew that bit.
From the original like Super Sentai stuff. I can give you a link to it if you feel like you want a little bit
Nope.
of extra information. Jesus Christ, man! Is there anything that you would actually just look at and read?
I read enough to get this on, so.
You read enough to get this on.
Yeah. I love the fact my background kind of goes. Nah, you can't show that. We're going to be part of the background now.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So since you're here,
Yes.
I'm just gonna leave it to you. 5 to 10
Leave it
minutes.
to me.
Go talk about Pokemon. Off you go. I'll just do this.
I don't like you anymore. No, I didn't mean to run into that.
No one does. But
I didn't mean into that. I meant the Pokemon that I just ran into. I didn't see it because it was too small. I wasn't paying attention.
Ryan's gonna learn about whether he's gonna bother with this.
Ryan should bother with it. I
Okay.
want to go on an adventure with Ryan.
Oh, and you mean the game, right?
Yeah, why?
All right, fair enough.
So, I've literally basically just started off. I've still got. Well, to be honest, how many Pokemon have I got? How do I access my Pokedex?
We break for a minute while Stefan accesses his Pokedex.
Trust me, I don't know how to fucking do nothing. Oh my god, now I've just found another animation that is really bad. They need to fix.
We'll get to that bit later. I know that's a thing. But
there it is.
Start from the beginning.
Fix. Hold on a sec.
As Stefan gets photo here. Oh, what the hell? Oh. We've found that Stefan's secret safe is hidden inside his phone, everyone.
No, I normally have a fan pass on my phone, and since I've come back from Canada, instead of buying one, I use my mum's because she was off.
Ah. So anyway, we
Yeah.
start from the
So
beginning. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like for some reason,
what am
I
playing
went
at the
and
minute?
did it. I
I am playing
I did
Violet.
a response of saying Indigo and Violet, but you know.
I'm playing Violet.
Violet.
So you can all see.
Oh,
I don't
look.
know what you can actually see.
No, we saw it, and then holding
Then it
Violet up in
became
front
me.
of holding Violet up in your face became your Minecraft character.
Oh god, I love it. So yeah, I'm playing Violet at the minute. I do have Scarlet somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm just gonna play one until Pokemon Bank. Well, Poke Home updates, so I can then go on the other one, get the beginning Pokemon, catch one Pokemon, and just transfer it.
Yeah.
Start transferring the starters over before I have them. But
So Pokemon Home, just to confirm that is basically the cross generation storage
yes,
system.
yes, 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 yes.
What used to be Pokemon Bank.
No, Pokemon Bank still exists from what I've heard.
Nintendo. Stop.
But then I've also kind of realized because I transferred some Pokemon into Home to move into this for when it updates and that, and so it can just have it on the Pokedex. I kind of realized when I went into my other games, the Pokemon I transferred into it are still in the game, so I don't get. I'm assuming it just makes a copy of it. I'm not 100% sure. I could be completely wrong, and it does transfer it, and I've just been dumb as fuck and just going. But I can still see them in my Pokebox, and they're still there.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at the one game, and I've just got them on both. But yeah. So I'm playing Scarlet. Nope. I'm playing Violet.
There you go.
I'm losing the plug. So you start your adventure off like every other kid. Well, every other Pokemon.
You suddenly
where
wake
you're
up for the first
enrolling
time
into
age
school.
10.
While you're enrolling in school and you're being transferred there.
Oh. Oh, hold on. So you don't start in your own bedroom with
Oh,
your
you sat in your own
Snorlax
bedroom.
put right, but you sort of what you've entered this
At
rather
the
than like the
beginning,
other games where you already start in the town. You've just like
you're
new
not in
to
a
the town.
town. You're basically in a house in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh,
You
good,
are
good.
Ash Ketchum. You know, like how Ash Ketchum gets out of bed in the series and runs out of his house and there's no house nearby?
Yeah,
Apart from that one house that's a bit down the road and then a bit further on is Professor's lab.
yeah. All that he's basically got is
Yeah, that's where you
his
live.
house, Gary's house, and the lab.
Yeah. And don't forget, Gary's Professor Oak's nephew anyway, so
Yeah.
it might as well be Professor Oak's house. So
Oh
Professor
no.
Oak's, Professor Oak's, and Ash Ketchum.
Yeah. So yeah. So no wonder Gary's pissed off. It's just like I'm your greatest nephew. It's like yeah, I'm gonna befriend the kid from down the road. But you mean the only other person round here? You couldn't even get
And
me a
later on,
birthday
in that,
present.
strange enough, later on when he starts going back to Pallet Town, have you ever noticed more houses seem to appear? So it's
Oh,
like Ash Ketchum put that place on the map before he was even a champion.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. Basically, at that point, that what you're saying is mediocre success
Yeah.
is it causes a town to become famous. Considering wasn't it like the only reason he gets into this like massive grand championship is because he wins the first
Oh
like
no,
league he's ever won in.
no, because he's friends with Go, and Go's the brother of the guy who's the champion of it.
Uh,
Basically, what I understand of that.
all right, fair enough.
Because most people, when he meets them and goes, "Yeah, I'm the champion of Alola," and they're like, "You what? You're the champion of Alola? I don't believe you."
You champion, Mister quarterfinal, 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 semi-final, semi-final, quarterfinal, last two.
After me, he's getting somewhere in his life. But
Yeah,
he is, as I told you yesterday, he's he's every employer's dream employee.
yeah. Like we said, he's a 10-year-old with
10-year-old with
25
over
years
30.
experience.
Yeah,
You know,
he has
just
a lot
like
to bring
all
to
your
the
employment
table.
needs. Yeah, looking for a brand new systems programmer to join company and learn the ropes requires 25 years experience in computer
Must
programming.
be the age of 10.
So we've got a labor problem and you know.
But yeah, so
But anyway, Violet.
it's like how every Pokemon game starts off with it going, "Are you male or female?
Mhm.
Or what's your name?" This just starts off as literally, "What's your name? Put your name in. Now, what do you look like?" And then just gives you a bunch of options, and the whole thing of if you're a boy or a woman, no matter what, you're a flat-chested 10-year-old. You either have long hair or short hair. That's it. Or you're wearing mascara.
Can I look like Robert Smith from The Cure?
I have no idea. Just
Like
don't forget the only
like
thing you
crow's
can't
hair and
change.
eyeliner.
Yeah, you probably could. I didn't go through all the hairlines. I just kind of picked the one what matched mine currently and just went, yeah, I'm done.
Fair enough.
It's my hair, my finger. I can't put a beard on it. It's only 10.
All
Come on,
right.
Nintendo. I need a beard.
Okay. So you've made this this 10-year-old child.
Yes. And as soon as you've made your child, by the way, all you then get is, so you've been enrolled into the Pokemon Academy or wherever the academy is that you're going to.
Okay.
And you've been admitted, but your papers have not come through. Ryan, why is the camera going downwards? What
What?
the hell's going on?
I think I
Ryan,
slouched. I
what are
slouched.
you up to?
I
What's the
did nothing.
camera getting interested in?
I was just fiddling with the.
So, okay, you shouldn't be fiddling with that. Put it back away. So, go away, Ryan. So, you've enrolled into the academy, but you've already been told you've been admitted. The
Mhm.
only issue is you've not had your admission papers.
Ah, right.
So,
Oh, your papers have been lost.
no, they just didn't send them. because the guy who runs the what the man's like,
Right?
no, move the camera, move the camera, move the
I didn't get
camera.
it. Ah, no. He'll have to do like that.
See, to get me centered, I need to. There we go. That's
You know
me
what? It'd
centered.
probably just be easier for me to, I
And
don't
watch the
know.
camera just adjust itself like, "Nyeh."
You autofocus wherever I want you to autofocus. Yeah, cheers,
So
camera up.
yeah, you've not got your paperwork to enroll. It's really bad. You're never gonna get enrolled. You'll turn up at the door and they go, "Where's your paperwork?" They'll just turn you away. But no, the guy, basically the headmaster or the guy who basically runs the whole place turns up at your house in the morning. Going, "I've got your paperwork.
That's creepy. But yeah.
Don't forget, it's only down the road. It's like Professor Oak's lab."
Ah, yeah, of course. I mean,
And then as he's talking to you, he goes, "Oh, I've got something else for you, but you have to come outside for it." And your mum's like, "It's okay, son. Go out with him." And it's like, okay, slightly concerned.
good
Because
parenting
there's
right there.
there's one rule in this game.
Yeah.
Pokemons are not allowed to be out inside any buildings.
It's a weird world.
So far, the only gym leader that I have fought, her gym is on top of the building.
Oh,
Like
that's
her battlefield is outside on top of the building.
Then what happens in a Pokemon Center? Is it a Pokemon
It's
camp?
outside. It's like a kiosk.
Why is there this rule? Why is
I
rule?
have no idea.
Is this a mystery of the
I
game?
only knew about
Or...
this rule because I'm in the school and the girl that wants to become the champion. Basically, there's 3 people as well, by the way, because you can take any route you wish.
Yeah, this was the whole thing that this was marketed off, wasn't it? That there's
It's open
multiple.
world more than anything else.
Yeah, sort of.
You
There's multiple
you could
ways
do
you.
all 3 and it wouldn't give a damn, I don't think, because I'm literally trying to now go find a Titan Pokemon.
Do
But
you get the feeling this is something that they've picked up from?
to be honest, this
From
is something I
Arceus.
think they should have done since Pokemon contests. I think
Oh yeah, because you
in
could have that.
Pokemon
There was that weird side game where you could just like become a Pokemon like thingy, wasn't there?
Coordinator or whatever it was that May became, and
Yeah,
so did someone else that Ash
like a
knows.
beauty contest, fashion contest,
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
So I've always thought that the game should have been split. That was from Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
That started it. I always thought from that point on, they should have had it where you could either go to the gym and get the gym badge, or win the contest and move to the next city to get to the next contest. The only issue is with that, you're not battling Pokemon, so your Pokemon aren't leveling that good. So it's the whole thing of they could do what they're doing now for the wilds in Pokemon Sword and Shield, where there is sections for strength on it.
Yeah, so if you knew
Yet
you needed to
once you
level up
get
in a
to a
certain
certain
place.
level, once you get to a certain level of it, every Pokemon becomes like level 60.
Yeah, I sort of like that sort of idea as well. Not that I played Sword and Shield because apparently,
Yeah,
according to
it's
some
like
Pokemon
if
fans, it's the worst game since the last game that came out.
I like Sword and Shield. I am liking the new mechanic in this, by the way, where you could send out your Pokemon and you go, yeah, go. Go!
Again, like I said, it looked like Arceus was a sort of a testing ground for some of the features that they've then
The
sort
one
of,
thing I
like,
do
used
wish they kept
in Scarlet Violet.
this is that I think you should be able to still throw a Pokeball like you do in Arceus. Like if you can get behind the Pokemon and they're unobservant of you and they're not notice you, you can literally just throw a Pokeball and catch them. I think that should be still plausible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ash Ketchum does it fucking enough.
Yeah.
So does goddamn Go. For friggin' hell, Ash Ketchum and Go have Pokemon come up to them going, I want to be your friend. Put out a ball if I can touch it.
I love it that they just touch it. Just,
They do, they literally just go, eh. And then they've gone. Sure. But the Pokeball still sits there and goes, eh, 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 eh. It's like, no, that Pokemon gave up as soon as it touched that box.
Yeah, it found the residence. It already placed itself a nice log inside, and it was,
It
you
sat
know,
down, it was just going to nap.
yeah, just like, hi.
But yeah,
It should
back to
just
this.
become
So,
like a perfect catch and just like, fing.
but yeah, the I'm gonna call him like how we have it, the headmaster turns
Right.
up at your house, has a cup of tea with your mum first, by the way, because you have to go upstairs and get your hat and bag.
Of course, because that's
I
apparently all a 10-year-old child needs to become a Pokemon
oh,
line.
just don't also from what I also know about this game, I've not actually gone that far into shops and that in this yet because I
Mm.
really don't give a damn about what my character looks like that much. Apart from I have some weird glowy orange eyes and look like I might as well be a psychic Pokemon. But
All humans are Pokemon.
we never know. We've never seen Ash Ketchum throw a Pokeball at someone. We've seen Ash Ketchum be hit by a lot of Pokeballs though. He's never been caught. Maybe his mum already owns him and she owns his Pokeball.
Now you're just giving me a situation that Ash is just on the TV doing something really, really bad, and then just suddenly you hear Ash Ketchum's mum just going, "Ash, return!" And he just
Yeah, but don't
oh,
forget you have to have line of sight of it. They can break line of sight. She couldn't just do it from a fucking mile away.
but she watched him in that championship match. She could have just like. Though to that being said, she was watching it with Professor Oak, wasn't she? Her and
Yeah.
Oak, they're a thing, right?
No one's ever confirmed or denied this.
Uh,
So, but there
ring a
is a
ring,
thing
ring a
about
ring,
Ash
phone call.
Ketchum's mum was Ash's dad was an actual trainer who
Mm.
just passed through Pallet Town.
Wow. Wow, he dropped off his egg at the daycare centre and suddenly Ash was born. 5,000 steps later.
Dumped him on the doorstep. Have him. Bye.
What? It's just we need two Pokemon of the same type, so where'd the other one go?
Yeah, so he turns up at your house, tells you to come outside, and as you go outside, he throws out 3 Pokeballs. And I'm assuming you know the names better than me because I could.
Right. No, well, to be honest, I know the only one that matters. She's Sprigatito,
Yes.
the grass cat.
The grass kitty cat.
Oh, grass cat. To be fair, I'd have looked at the evolutions for Sprigatito going forward, and I feel that I may just have to cancel evolutions.
It becomes a dark grass Pokemon.
Dark grass.
The water becomes fighting in this one.
Right. And then the fire that's original version looks like a chili pepper.
I have an issue with this. Why does it look from a let's say a T-Rex / chili pepper, then turns into a Mexican because it does get a little Mexican hat.
It gets a sombrero.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then becomes a crocodile.
I have to look at this now. Indigo. No, why do I keep
Hold on,
calling it Indigo?
Hold on, I'll just send you the link to what I'm looking at because it just shows you the new Pokemon. You don't have to look at anything else.
Okay.
There you go. That will just show you the new Pokemon. And then we'll go back up.
So I'll just have a look at this. Just assume for everyone listening and hearing and watching that I'm. Whoa! What's going on with my?
I don't know. She looked funky.
Wow! Even my camera just went mad. Right. So Sprigatito turns into.
Floragato?
Floratata or Florigato,
that
and then into
Meowscarada.
yeah, Meowscarada.
But look at the little chili pepper. He's a chili pepper with a Mexican hat, and then a crocodile.
Yeah, Coco, and then Crocodile, then Skeledirge. So even like becomes as like a Day of the Dead dino, and then
This region, what
Quaxley.
is it actually based on? Is it actually Spain?
I believe it is supposed to be Yeah, because
Okay,
like
so
because
the
because
names actually make a bit more sense there.
Galore was basically upside down United Kingdom, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
I always have a feeling that these these Pokemon games, they seem to take place in the Strange Reel, which is the setting for the Ace Combat games.
I still find it hilarious how they keep bringing out new Pokemon and going, oh, it's just different regions. And yeah, Ash, Professor Oak sits there and goes, no, there's only 150 Pokemon in this world.
Well, I think Professor
Next
Oak is
season, next
Professor.
season, there's another 150 Ash. Go get them.
I was about to say Professor Oak is clearly using outdated tech, and I
So's
mean
every other
no,
professor.
I mean like all Pokedexes now are basically Rollums, aren't they? Just like
Yeah, no, every phone.
ah,
The Pokedex, they got rid of Pokedexes. It's now phones.
oh my god.
Your mobile phone is
You
now
know
your
what?
Pokedex.
Give me
You know.
Arceus's Pokedex where it's just a book.
What you don't know, there's a rodeo in that too.
Oh man.
He's like, I'm Alec. The
Uh
one electronic product it never got hold of. The
yeah.
ebook.
So we've talked a bit about the game and how it is and the new features and stuff like that. You have not experienced the you have not experienced the animation issues that some players have, or
I've
graphical
told
bugs.
I am finding graphical bugs now.
Oh no.
I have found it. The first time I saw it is when I first went to the Poke School,
Mhm.
and there's like a little screenshot where you're like in front of the class going, "My name is this," and then they ask you questions,
Mm.
and it goes to a shot where there were kids are sat there going, "Oh yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah, he's awesome. I like the way he answered that question," and they're kicking the legs like this,
Oh no, they
and
like sliding across the
this
floor.
is what it looks. This is what it looks like. It's like
Oh no, they've all got robot legs.
it suddenly went into it's not smooth animation anymore. That is literally I went from this point to this point in a blink of an eye.
Oh, you just like went whoop.
Yeah, just went. Oop, oop, oop. The other graphic issues I've seen is people see now it is yes it is all open world. When you go to a town, there isn't a loading to like to go to the next area. There's no route.
Mhm.
So as soon as you go into the town, it's still trying to load. From what I can tell, its loading renders must be retarded. It's trying to load like you can still see Pokemon outside the town when you're in the town.
Mm.
I think that is the issue here. They've got it's trying to load too much. Don't
Right.
get me wrong, it's still just a dot in the background, but it's still trying to give it all that detail, I think.
Mm.
Because as soon as you get closer to it, it's like, hey! And it's like, well, that looks perfectly clean still. I'd rather have the stuff closer to me cleaner and have that looking more like a ball in the corner.
Yeah. I mean this.
But you walk into a town and literally you might as well be watching the mechanics
You're
from
just watching stuff pop in.
no, it's not even stuff popping in, it's the people walking around look more robotic than they do in freaking Disney World. Disney World needs to show these people this is how robots should be. Because these people are going back to when robots used to be made of wood and powered off steam.
Like
Oh,
that.
yeah, and don't even get me started with the one I've just found just before
Let's
as
get
we'll play.
started with the one that you've just found now.
Because I went to the other side of the map after completing the first gym leader to go and fight the first Titan Pokemon. Or
Right.
find the first Titan Pokemon at least. And I'm in an area which is, I'd say, is a bit more Grand Canyon like. So it's
Right.
got like big canyon, big pillars, and all the rest of it. And as I'm stood there, I'm watching the sunset, and I'm just watching the shadow go like this across the floor. I'm like,
Mm.
I do not like that. That really annoys me. That annoys me more than the people walking.
Mm. So,
Even
with this, and this is a discussion that keeps coming up because you've been telling me about like stuff happening based on what generation of Switch people have got.
yes,
Is this a Switch problem or is this a Game Freak problem?
I think
Considering
it's
similar
probably a.
stuff has been happening with Arceus.
I think it might be a bit of both. I never had an issue with
No,
Arceus. Though.
nor did I, to be honest. Um,
Nothing that I noticed anyway.
mm,
But
but
then, so it's like some people I've seen streamers going, "This is really bad and pixelated," and it's like, mate, you've just basically seen glass blow up. What did you expect it to look like? That still looks pretty good to me.
mm,
That looks like I've just turned the flare lens on freaking Warframe and
mm,
watched it pop.
yeah. I mean, the thing that
But
you've also got to consider as well is that you're not supposed to be looking for PC quality graphics on a Switch. Because if you are,
oh
you're doing
no,
it wrong. Nintendo have
oh hell yeah.
never cared about graphical fidelity. The key thing with Nintendo stuff is,
I
do people
do.
enjoy playing the game that's being played?
I'm enjoying the game regardless of the glitches that I found so commonly. But the thing I do think is probably hurting the game is I like I said to you before, they're trying to load too much.
Mm. So
And I
so
think
the open world
Arceus
is the
was one
problem
of
then.
the. Yeah, I think the whole open world is an issue. I think they should kind of sectioned it off a bit better.
Arceus like in that
Yeah,
case that each like biome
each
was
section was a bit more thing. You could go in any one of them at any point, have
mm,
that, have it completely open like that, but don't have it for the whole thing is technically rendered into your game. Like
yeah.
I was telling you just then, I can see a Pokemon that's miles away, which would take me forever to get to. It could probably disappear before I even get to it.
Mm.
And yet, I'm stood in a town watching people more robotic than.
Well, they're clockwork dolls
Yeah,
masquerading as people.
I've just hit the clock. I've just seen the clock hit 12, and they've just come out to go hit the bell.
And they've all just become mice.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like it's really bad. But then as soon as it goes into like say when I fought the gym leader,
Mm.
yeah. But then I have to say one thing. They've not made Pokemon look. It's like you're still seeing the sprigs, right?
Yeah,
From the list of things. See the detail that's in that sprig, and as it doesn't look as flat. It looks a bit more furry. It has a little bit more color.
mm.
They've actually put that in the game because you throw a Pokemon out and its butt looks like it's just a giant furry butt, and it's like I don't need that detail. As much as you may try to make the Pokemon look good, I'd rather have the Pokemon look almost flat still with that detail.
Yeah,
With the well, not with that detail, but just as flat and as clean as what they normally look like, instead of needing. Oh look, that looks like that could be made of leather. They
yeah.
actually gave it proper text. Like, if you go a bit further down past the water starter, that little pig thing,
Mm.
that butt looks like leather when you're looking at it.
So they've taken sort of in a gamified way. They've taken sort of the weird realistic looks that they put in Detective Pikachu, for example, and sort of
Yeah,
give them a little bit more, not too much.
yeah.
Makes
Just
sense.
trying to give them a bit more realistic, so when you're looking at it, you can go, "Oh, that Pokemon does look like it has a leathery skin type thing."
Mm.
And it's like it really does not need that. I don't think it does anyway. Not to my. It's like I noticed it, and then after that, I just blanked it completely. I've not really cared about it at all.
Mm.
Like if that was information my mind wanted to see constantly, I would have constantly seen it every time I phone out. No, my mind's literally gone. Well, that Pokemon I've never seen before, so I'm gonna have a look at that. But
Fair
I
enough.
have literally just found a Pokemon that doesn't have all that texture to it, and it just looks like a brick.
Mm. Fair enough. Oh, that's what I was meant to put on the list. So I'm going to carry on. But yes. But overall, where are you feeling of your enjoyment of your early playthrough so far?
I'm enjoying the playthrough so far. I do wish, like I was saying a minute ago, they didn't have so much loaded because you sit there and you can sit. I don't remember in Pokemon Arceus where we could sit somewhere and see about 30 Pokemon all in one spot.
Hmm.
And it's like, oh, look, I can see this field of 30 Pokemon. That is not helping the game load or render or anything. I think a lot of it is, it's like when you ask me, do I think it's a game or Switch? I literally do think the Switch is probably a bit of an issue, but the game itself is
Poorly
probably more the
optimized.
issue. Yeah, it really does need that render distance pulled down a bit.
Yeah.
Like, literally change the way some spawns work on Pokemon. Because you can look out and just see a field of one Pokemon, and it looks like there's about 700 of them there. Obviously, I'm a little bit over the top there. It's more like 50 or 60 of them just sat in a field, and it's like, why can I see all this? I'm nowhere near half of them, and by the time I get to one of them, the rest of it's gonna be gone anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think the game itself probably needs a little bit of a tweak for that bit of it.
Fair enough. Right. Before we move on to news, I guess I'll just say I haven't really played any new stuff recently. I've just got back into Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which getting back into an idle game is just as simple as I just remembered to push the power button.
Oh, I didn't actually tell you the whole three roles before
Yeah,
I end
what
up
what are the
forgetting.
3 stories?
So
So Trainer is
you,
clearly one of them. Or
you
like
champions one,
right,
so gym leader.
which is your usual.
Yeah, which is the norm. Then you have Path of Legends,
Right.
which is the Titan Pokemon.
Mhm.
Then you have the Starfall Street, which is defeating Team Star.
Right, so there's a specific storyline purely for taking on the evil team
Yeah,
of the game.
they're not. The better thing is, they're not even evil.
Okay.
Literally, at the beginning, you meet them, and the professor, the guy who runs the school, and the girl who's basically wanting to become the next Pokemon, well, who already is technically a champion because she
Mhm.
did it last year. But she is in your class because you transferred there.
Yeah.
Literally turns around and goes, "They're more of a nuisance than the anything now." It's literally like Jesse and James. Look, they're a
Oh,
bit of a nuisance,
wow.
which really confuses me because Jesse and James were in the first Pokemon when before you first meet them are the most wanted people in Team Rocket, and because they focus so much on this Pikachu, they become one of the worst.
Wow. Jesus. All right. Well, I hope to hear an update next time you're on, seeing where you're at, and we'll see how that goes. Like I said, Idle Champions, more Guild Wars. I'm now playing Living World Season 2 because I'm playing the story stuff in order. I fully explored the original Central Tyria map, so I now am one of those annoying bastards who has the words "been there, done that" as a title.
Been there,
And
done that,
yeah, been
gone
there, done
home,
that, and all I
got a
got was this
T-shirt.
stupid mastery point. um, and League, that's just how it is. And League is where we're going to start.
And
Um,
do it.
because we're going to talk about news. So, as I post this from the loadout, the League of Legends European Championship is undergoing a format change starting immediately.
Okay, this is what you posted. Wait,
So
wait,
I
wait,
sort of
wait, wait.
posted a video, or like posted a quick shots explainer on European League of Legends going forward. Basically, a couple of key things. Europe is consolidating the Middle East and Africa into their league or into their regions. So basically, now Turkey, the independent states, Middle East, and Africa will now all be part of one region as opposed to Europe and a bunch of minor regions.
Okay.
So at that point now, it's still going to be called the LEC, but it now stands for League of Legends European, Middle Eastern, and African, or Europe, Middle East, and Africa Championship. I've been told by someone when I like tweeted a response to it that it was going to be a bit weird trying to call it, instead of the LEC, the LEMEAC or LEMIC. It was going to be a bit tough to get used to. I got a response from someone saying, no, it's still being the LEC. It's just E stands for all this, and I'm like, yeah, that's not how abbreviations work. But I agree with you, fair enough. So that's the first big change. The second change is, a few weeks back we talked about the rumor of how it's going to mess with our Immaterial Gamers Fantasy League series, in regards to how it's going to change the format of how the splits work. Those changes are confirmed. So there will now be 3 splits per year: winter, spring, and summer, and a season final. So now there will only be 1 LEC champion a year, as opposed to 2. And it works like what was rumoured mostly. First 3 weeks of the split will be super weeks, and it's a single round robin tournament. Each team will face every other team once. After 3 weeks, the top 8 then go into the tournament. The bottom 2 take an early holiday, and they'll be back for the next split. So it's already more competitive, because you can't just sit there going, all right, well, maybe we'll do next split, that'll be better. We'll be there for 8 weeks. And it's like, no, 3 weeks, and if you're not up to snuff, goodbye. See you next split. Then there'll be a double elimination tournament between the 8 teams at best of 3s. And then after that, there'll be another double elimination playoffs, which are best of 5s. So the change in the balance of how the games play, basically do better, play more games. That simple. The winner of that split is guaranteed to get to the season final. Along with the winners of spring. Well, the winner of winter will go straight to the final. The winners of spring and summer will also do that. If they're the same winner, doesn't matter. They get 1 spot in the thing, and then they will then face the rest of the teams based on however many championship points they got, which is based on their performance through the season. When you get to the season finals, just the top 6 teams will then play in a playoff scenario to determine the 1 champion. There was some other questions like, oh, what if a team wins every split? And it's like, well, they're guaranteed to go to Worlds. Done. That's that. I mean, you'll still want to become the LEC champion, but you're guaranteed to go to Worlds. They've then changed EU Masters, so it's now EMEA Masters, because they've got all these other teams, and it added some changes, like certain regions will now be accredited regional leagues, or ERLs. And one in particular, in spite of their good performance and consistent performance through league, the NLC, which is the Northern, or which is the UK and Nordics League combined, is now no longer an accredited league. So they basically just killed off that league. They basically just said, anyone from the UK and Nordic countries, we really don't feel that your players are good enough to play at high standard. Bye.
Have you seen our players?
Well, our UK players, past the first season, but a lot of current players in the LEC as it stands are from Nordic countries and are playing well. So it does seem a bit of a kick in the teeth in regards to that, but, well, I'll be interested in seeing how this new setup goes, because Europe, or the EMEA, are trialing out this system, and if it works, other regions may use it, and if it doesn't, they're going to test it until it does work and gets used by all the other regions. Basically, EMEA is a guinea pig.
Guinea pigs! I like
Yeah,
guinea pigs.
guinea pigs.
Mine's normally my guinea pig.
I better not do that
Mine,
before the camera autofocuses somewhere else again.
mine just doesn't know what type of guinea pig he is.
Lab rat. Right, next story. Next story.
Hey,
Steph,
lab rat and guinea pig are all the same. What about it?
have you got your 2022 bingo card in front of you?
No.
Say yes.
Should we have one?
Just say yes. Just bring it up on your screen now and say yes. Yes, I do. He's found it. There we go. Did you have co-founder of Sonic the Hedgehog gets arrested for insider trading on your 2022 bingo card?
No.
No, me neither. Right, let's bring up this guitar.
I did have the actor playing Flash is basically going on rampages and going completely mental.
Oh, that's been going on for months, and
Yeah, I know.
and Warner Brothers has basically said they're fine. They're fine.
I've stamped it. I've stamped it that much. I don't see it anymore.
Yeah,
I just remember what it is.
yeah we need to see the Flashpoint through. We need to see it through. Could you
Oh,
get any
the
other
the,
actor? You could get any other actor. No. We
the,
need
the, the one. No,
we
I
need
want
Ezra
them to
Miller.
finish it with him. Just
Them.
then, for he dies at it. He dies in it, and then the Flash, the place he ends up going to, has their version of Flash that just takes over.
Or they could have just got they could have just got Ezra Miller the help they needed, but find another actor. That's just how it is, and maybe not cancel all the other stuff that could have made money.
But yeah, they've cancelled
They've
Supergirl,
cancelled.
Flash. They've cancelled all the DC stuff, haven't they?
Zaslav has cancelled pretty much everything at Warner Bros. Basically, oh,
Cancelling machine.
what's the word?
I know.
Asset
Batgirl.
stripping. That's the one.
Batgirl was filmed, done.
Mm.
Everything was done. Just needed to be released. It's now in the Warner Brothers vault, never
Yeah,
to be seen again.
yeah. Did you hear the part as well that they told the directors that they cancelled it during one of them's wedding? Which as part of dick moves go, that's right up there. Speaking of silly dick moves, Yuji Naka, one of the co-creators of Sonic the Hedgehog, over this weekend has been arrested.
Why is every
Relating,
news site white?
eh? Oh,
Why is every news site white?
dark mode. We need dark mode, but not dark mode that messes up with other websites. Yeah, basically, what's come out, and very little has come out in English. So we're sort of like getting secondhand information that's translated. But while Yuji Naka was working on Balan Wonderworld, or Balan Wonderland, or whatever it was, the really poorly received Square Enix game, he basically bought some shares in a studio called Aiming, which was making Dragon Quest Tact. And was obviously like anyone else who buys shares in a new company, you want it to do well, so you do well in terms of your shares. However, it looks like he might have known information about the success of Aiming before anyone else could have known. So insider trading gets arrested along with other sort of employees, like Square Enix employee Tezuka Sasaki, who, according to this, worked on Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts games, also bought shares. The whole thing that comes down to it is that they bought shares in Aiming before anyone knew that Dragon Quest was being released by Aiming. Which, at this point, if you knew something like Dragon Quest was being released by a company, and Dragon Quest is generally relatively successful, it's a big no-no. So, yeah, that's what mine says. That's the whole proof. I say if they did know it beforehand, because this is what mine was saying. That's the proof, is to know whether they did it beforehand.
I've just made Duncan happy.
Yeah.
I found dog Pokemon and sent it.
Wow, this is a dog Pokemon. Yeah, so it's like Martin's just come up there as well. He's got that in his contract. He can't do insider trading or he can't do stuff like that because he would also get done for it. It's a, it's a big thing. Next story. I don't know. Wish Terry was still around. I miss Terry
Eh,
because he'd be able to say, "What the fuck, Blizzard?" Oh, dear. Oh,
I have to admit, he does say it though.
yeah. I think I just need to ask him to if he could just do me a
Just
favor and
record
just
that one bit and just send it you.
yeah, could you just record me a soundbite that just says "What the fuck, Blizzard," and then I can just add it as a as a thing. We did say we were going to do a thing, but Blizzard disappeared and kept their heads down for a bit until recently
Never
because they
lasts
want to
long.
keep their heads down because Microsoft wants to buy them and that comes to it. So another Kotaku headline: Blizzard games are disappearing from China thanks to a jerk. So here is the thing: Blizzard released World of Warcraft in China, but Blizzard don't operate the servers in China. Not a lot of companies operate without Tencent or another like license's watchful eye, because it's part of the country. NetEase is the service provider for Blizzard titles in China, and some things happened that have caused them to end their licensing agreement, which means Chinese players will no longer be able to play Blizzard titles.
Overwatch 2, Diablo 3, Warcraft,
Start.
Starcraft, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm
Oh,
will
no,
no
no,
longer be a service in the main China.
yeah, and will not be renewed is the big thing on that, which is a problem because what did come out, and this is from listening to sort of other information, is that they've still allowed players to pre-order the new expansion for WoW, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball.
See.
Yeah. Ha cha he cha. So yeah, Dragonflight. So it's still being confirmed to be released, but at that point they'll be able to play it for about 2 weeks and then bye bye. Jinx rocket to the face. So yeah, it just looks like there was just. This is the thing. According to the updated bit of news, Mike Ibarra, who used to be a co-president of Blizzard, now sole president of Blizzard, cited a mismatch in values. A mismatch in values coming from Blizzard. Morals. Or the other one.
But at least it can still be in Diablo Immortal, because that's on a separate contract agreement.
Yeah, I played 5 minutes of Diablo Immortal and noped out quite hard.
I can't remember what Diablo Immortal even was.
It's the mobile version of Diablo.
Yeah, I'd never played it.
Look, when you download the PC version and it says tap to start, they've just ported it so lazily that it doesn't even have.
Did it say press any key?
No, it was just like tap your primary, well, like use movement stick to do. It's like, this is PC, man. Come on. And it ran like arse. So that's that. Right, one final bit of news. So last week, a lot of us did predictions, or just did a little game of predictions of how much money the Desert Bus for Hope charity marathon would
And
raise,
how long?
and how long they would raise, or how long they would bus, and how much they would raise this year. So they were already going for like 48 hours or 36 hours by the time we did the predictions, and then we wanted to see how they held up. So
I can't remember why I read.
you said something along the lines of 2.2 million and like 2 weeks or something. I mean, I can tell you that the run is over.
I think I put around 2 million. I know for a fact I put around 2 million, but I think I might have put 200 hours because you said something like they got around
Yeah.
60
See,
hours.
167
So I think
last
I'd
year.
said 200 hours, and they've got around somewhere near 2 mil.
2 mil. Okay. Well, that link gives you what they had raised at the end of the run. So that's what we're looking into, because
Damn you!
by the end of the year, it's going to have changed because they'll add more stuff after. So when the show finished, it was 166 hours. Well, 167.33 by the time it sort of got there, and raised 1,133,895 spondulis, that of the American kind. So, congratulations to the Desert Bus team. It's always fun to watch. I always like it. I donated as well. I donated for a giveaway of a suitcase containing a whole load of Japanese stuff that I didn't win. I donated for a board game that I didn't win. I knew this was coming to happen. It's going to be 1 in a million chances to win these things, but it's also about donating, and it's fun. And basically, since Desert Bus 3 and the ability for me to actually have disposable income, I haven't missed a donation yet, and I don't intend to. To be honest, that's just how that's just going to work. Always throw a few extra bit of money. I missed the ability to. I mean, you were working at the time that it was going on anyway. But if I messaged you about a replica Minecraft diamond sword,
Nope.
no, I don't. I didn't message you. That's the thing. I sort of completely forgot. But that raised quite a lot of money on its own. Probably show you the image.
I've got a new friend on Discord.
Yeah, yeah, we all got a friend request on Discord. They're probably waiting for new graphic designs, but not gonna happen. I'm afraid we're broke.
No, I've got a new friend called COVID-20.
Excuse me?
Literally, the name for this person who's tried to add me on Discord just now is COVID-20.
Wow. Well, they can leave.
I will.
So no, I've just saw your picture in the Discord though of the dog Pokemon. It's like Duncan's dog only team's got another chance.
There's more, by the way. That they were the only ones closer to each other in that.
Fair enough. So yeah, congratulations to the Desert Bus crew. Look, I will now have the ability to just go and watch some of the VODs of clips of stuff of the shifts that I didn't get. You know, being from the UK, it's all about Zeta Shift. And the ridiculous stuff that went on from there, including making a new shift banner for him that was about 14 foot tall. So we're bigger than you. They said to everyone else. It was just fun. So according to this, apparently it was like something like, I think Martin claimed the win of the prediction competition. We'll give him that. He doesn't do much. Well, he doesn't
Nah, I'm gonna stick with that. He doesn't do much.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't succeed much.
He doesn't do much.
We'll
Just
give
don't
him.
lie, Ryan.
We'll give him 1 win. We'll give him 1 win. Don't tell him that. He'll kill me. He's been a little off today. It's just a thing. Right, we should probably wrap this up before Martin comes and kills me. Right. Thank you very much for watching and listening. If you've saw this or even lurked around or wondered what the hell's going on for the past hour and
There you
such.
go. Told him.
Oh God. Quick. If you enjoyed this, give us a follow. We stream all the way through the week. Well, all the way through the week, as much as we can through the week. We do have regular streams, which I'll give the schedules for now. Monday, 9 p.m. The not yet titled Monday stream. Carrying on through Pyre. We're getting closer to the end game now, so we're nearly there on that. The next regular stream or scheduled stream will be Teamfight Thursdays at 6:30 GMT. We're back on the Convergence for one of the last times that we'll be playing Dragonlance. So that'll be there. We'll bring out the Wheel of Traits and Origins, and hopefully this time when someone spins on Taste the Rainbow, they don't immediately win the game and cost me £5. Thanks, Martin. Friday play session, usually between the hours of 7 p.m. up to 11 p.m. start, and we usually let people know closer to the time, where we play party games. That'll happen. And then the weekend, Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. is roleplay Not Games, where we're getting to the end of Dragon Quest XI, and then I'm considering playing Tales of Symphonia from there until Like a Dragon Ishin comes out, which is February.
Symphonia.
So
I actually
Symphonia.
have that. I actually have that. It's second one on my.
Yeah. I was actually discussing that with a chat with someone in the chat. Fluffy Sin. We're talking about like Symphonia, and it's in their top 3. And I initially thought, oh, your top 3 Tales games. I was like, no, just top 3 of games. I was like, cool. Yeah, but we were having a talk about that, so we're gonna get onto that again after that. And also, I'm gonna eventually put a tweet out about it if Twitter still exists by the time I do it, with an image somehow. 12 hours, one idiot will return if we hit 100 followers. And the 12 hours, one idiot.
Yeah, we've got
91 at the moment.
Okay, so make 9.
Don't make 9 more accounts. Find 9 more people. Actual real life humans.
9 more accounts. Catch real.
Find real life humans. Spread the word, because it will be, and this is the first time I've actually announced it properly, and that's not on my personal Twitter. If you saw my personal Twitter at not him again, you'd find it anyway. 150 Sonic Adventure emblems. 12 hours, one idiot. An absolute impossible task, because I'm sure the Sonic story of Sonic Adventure alone is 12 hours. But yeah, it'll be basically just playing. It was going to be Sonic 06, 12 hours, one idiot. But I feel that'd be more of a punishment stream.
Sonic game that's just.
That'd be Sonic Frontiers. And I'm holding off until that's on a little bit of a discount. There's different opinions on sort of it's a divisive game. We'll say that. Some people are saying it's great, and I love that. Some people are saying it's absolute dog shit, and I can understand that as well. I agree with all reviews. That's just how it is. What my most interesting reviews that I'm seeing is it looks and acts awful. It is bad, but it is also the best Sonic game. It's like, oh god, what? So maybe in the future, maybe Sonic Frontiers 12 hours, one idiot may happen. I was also thinking stuff in my head like all S ranks in Trombone Champ 12 hours, one idiot. But these will all happen once we hit follower milestones, and none of these will happen until we hit 100 minimum.
Do you ever play that other Tales game that's on Discord? Tales of Berseria.
Tales of Berseria. Yeah, Tales of Berseria. Yeah, I was discussing that as well. I got like 90% through the game and then didn't do the final boss fight. And Zestria is also around, and
I know you streamed.
Did Arise was the most recent one. So, right, we best wrap this up then, because we've got a minute before we go.
You started playing it, and I went. And I started playing it.
Yeah. Oh dear. Right, all our podcasts are available wherever podcasts are served on audio, and the VODs on this will be on Thursday, unless you're already watching it on the Thursday when it comes out. Right, from me and Steph, have a good Sunday, or rest of your day, whatever, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Steph's looking the other way, it's great.